What's up guys, this is MTBR and this is our 200th video. Oh my god, it's so weird to say that I've uploaded over 200 videos to this channel to YouTube. So I would like to thank all of you guys for all the support and more of celebration later in the video. But now, in this video, we are going to be talking about our rather interesting journey on what happened when the Taal Volcano erupted, when we went, what we did and all of those stuff, because we definitely did so many things and experienced so many stuff that we didn't experience before that. So here's our story and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so it starts at January 11, 2020. That is one day before the eruption of the volcano. Now, what happened was our family, I think, wanted to have a holiday, wanted to take a rest from the exhausting week. And so we planned to go nowhere else than the very beautiful scenes of the Taal volcano. So we booked a hotel that is literally beside the volcano. And we packed all of the food, the stuff, the clothes and all that we need to have a good rest. And we just went to the hotel and yeah. Now at that time the weather was still okay, there was nothing strange about the volcano, it's still like not active. There's still nothing at all about the volcano. And the day was great and we had a nice time there, we ate well, we slept well, we rested well. And if you see here, there's a lot of pictures that we took. We also swam there. So we really had a nice time on that day of the month of the year before all the chaos started. So we were just like, you know, chilling and we were feeling so good. Like we were just trying to have a nice time with the family. And the next day, we woke up. And nothing strange yet, but we woke up to a day that we didn't know was so full of chaos. We woke up to January 12th, 2020. That is the day of the Taal Volcano Eruption. And I still couldn't process how many things happened in that day. So we woke up, we ate our breakfast, and we took a little more views around, and then we chilled, and then since it was only a one-day booking, so we had to go back home. And until then, everything was okay. Alright. And then we went back home and we left my sister in the house and we went to pick up the groceries and all of those stuff. I had the haircut. And when I had the haircut, that was when I heard that the Taal volcano erupted. So I was having my haircut and I just suddenly heard like all news is about Taal volcano, the volcano that we just came from 30 minutes ago. That's how close we actually live near the volcano and still live near the volcano. Just 30 minutes ago, everything was good until I had my haircut and everything just went chaos. My dad showed me a picture of the volcano, like literally vomiting ashes up the sky, and I was like, what the fudge happened, man? So we just all panicked. Yeah, that was my very memorable haircut. It wasn't a nice cut, but I mean, it was still very memorable. So we just panicked. We went to pick up my mom for the groceries. And by the time we just went out, right? Just by the time we went out, they were just raining ashes, mate. They were just raining black things, like all the kinds of stuff that is inside the volcano, the muds, the ashes. Well, not lava, because it wasn't that bad. Yeah, but when we were going back home, like I took this video, the first ever video I've taken of my real life volcanic eruption experience, and I was just speechless. Like I never experienced anything as mental as I've ever experienced in my life. This is the only light source. This is our only light source. Please guide us.
Right, but beat us twice.
We have got a lot of clothes. I got a lot of clothes. And almost all of my room is just messed up. You can't even see anything from here. we're gonna have to go now. We're gonna evacuate. When it's time to go evacuate, there's gonna be traffic around all over the place. So yes, it's better for us to evacuate right now, or there's no way back. We're planning to go out to evacuate from this house. We have to go. It's just a mess. It's nothing. I prepared some. I don't know. Let's go. We are looking at the magazine for the last time ever with the light, or else it's gonna be I don't know when it's gonna be. We all packed up stuff here in my very bag. If you can't see, there's the only light source. We have all of the things possible in my freaking bag. We got mask, a lot of things. It is really hard to breathe. And outside is basically dark. I don't know what kind of PM it is. It is, I can't see the light. It is 17:54. Which is basically 5 o'clock. And let's just try to go away from this.
他们没办法，他们没有任何护照什么东西，他都得请假。如果是什么的，新政课是不是随时拿水壶来喝呀？看你那边，刚才讲的那样。
So I took that video. If you see there's no visibility, it was just pure horrible, just terrifying. We went back home. We went to pick up my sister. My sister was just, bro, she was just so scared. I don't know how she still managed to just stay at home and not be panicked or anything. When the volcano erupted, because when it actually erupted and when it was raining ashes, there were like lightning striking like all over the place. So we went to pick up my sister, and then we just decided to evacuate because we live so near, close to the volcano. We don't know. We never experienced anything like this, so we're thinking of the worst case scenario. So we just evacuated home. We bought all the possible resources that we needed. We just evacuated out of the house, and it was just so dark already. So, when we went to evacuate now, we didn't even drive for 5 kilometers because the condition of the road was so bad. It was still raining ashes. Our windshield was just full with all of those black kind of stuff, you know. We couldn't see anything. We were just going like 10 kilometers per hour. I could bike at that speed. And we didn't even go more than 5 kilometers per hour. I mean, we didn't even go more than 5 kilometers away from my house, because by the time we almost reached 5 kilometers, our car overheated because all of the ashes and the stuff that was raining down blocked the cooling system of the car. So we had to like find a place to, you know, not let the car overheat and still be able to evacuate out. So we were all panicking, and fortunately we went to a house where my dad's friends live. We fixed the overheating issue, and we just chilled there. And when we just stayed there, when we stayed in the house, there was just constant earthquake. I don't know what magnitude it is, but it was just like the ones that you can actually feel and hear. Just constantly every 5 minutes, there's like one earthquake. So we just like stayed in the house. It was just like a house like being on a truck engine or something. It was just so shaky, and we decided that it is still too close to the volcano, and we cannot stay there. It is still very dangerous. So we decided to leave and go further outside and farther from the volcano. And here's the second evacuation plan. We have found a place where we can rest for a while, and then we will be needing to go for the next trip. We don't know what we're gonna do. And yeah, when we were driving from the house of my dad's friend to anywhere further, we didn't know where to drive to. We just wanted to get as far as possible. And all the gas stations were just full of cars. There's no way to get in or get out at all, because all of the drivers were there, like busy cleaning up the windshield, you know, and busy just trying to fill their gas tanks and stuff. So we weren't able to really just stay in or go even near the gas station. But we were still able to get out of Kalamba, which is where we live, and we were able to get pretty far. And the road conditions were still so bad, like 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers out of it, because there was still ashes all around. The visibility was just horrible. And it was also the first time we went that far with my dog, and my dog don't usually chill that well in a car ride, but somehow I just dealt with it. And we just packed the entire family and just evacuated the place we lived. So, where was it? We used the motorway, and it was just horrible. The car couldn't even go like 100 kilometers per hour. They were like going 60, 50, because the road conditions were so bad. But we managed to get past Makati, Metro Manila, which is the capital of the Philippines, and Alabang and all of those places. And we passed all of those very mega cities and still headed north side of the Philippines. And that is when I took this video. We have arrived at the middle of nowhere at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. We're gonna go to Subic, like in the north side of the Philippines. Currently at Burger King and at the resting station in the middle of nowhere. So let's go find out where we are. Our car, by the way, it's dirty as hell. We don't know what we're gonna do next. I got my camera though. I don't know what did I burn that. But we're gonna go to Subic at 4. So that was that was the furthest place we could actually travel that day. So we just stopped in the motorway stop by, and we just took a rest. At least it's like already 70 to 80 kilometers away from the danger zone. So we just chilled there, ate some stuff. We decided to have a place to stay in to sleep and rest for a while before going on to another place again. So it was like 3 a.m. so we all needed a lot of sleep, and it was just all chaos. And we just find a nearby hotel, and you can see when we arrived at the hotel, our car was just in terrible shape. It was covered in all ashes and all of those stuff. It was just not what you want your car to look like. Then the next day, well, not really, after a few hours, I searched of this very nice resort, which is still very far, which is almost farther, which is farther than where we are right now. So we went further up to the north side of the Philippines, just in case anything worse happens. I mean, in those situations, you have to think of the worst case scenario. So we went to where we has previously researched on. That's 140 kilometers away from the Taal volcano. So we went 140 kilometers just to stay safe, and that was around in Bulacan, I believe. We stayed there for a week. Broke my toe there. Was not the best feeling, but it was safe. No one was there. It was a flipping blank resort. No one was there. It was just our family. We just stayed there for 7 days. And then, depending on the situation of the Taal volcano, we just moved and moved and moved. And I think it was after 7 days, after staying in the resort that I searched in, that we decided to go a little bit closer back to where we live. Because by then the volcano didn't show any major signs of being worse again. So we just went back to, I believe it's either Alabang. Yeah, we went back to Alabang, which is still around 70 kilometers away from our house on the volcano. And we stayed there for another 7 days. And yeah, in Alabang, I've never really had a night or two there. So since there was still COVID and all of those stuff, we was already wearing masks at that point. So we stayed in Alabang for a while. We checked out all of those famous, like the ATC Alabang Town Center. That's where I got my favorite book, a novel from. And yeah, we stayed there for quite a long time. My dad had to go work, and we just stayed there for 7 more days. And after that, after the 7 days, we went back to where we lived. And this was just how bad the place where we lived were. There was just ashes just glued to the floor. They actually glued to you need like shovels to actually just scrub them off, or else you can't really remove them. And it was quite a mess, I have to say. Here's a picture of my friend's car. That was yeah, it's totaled, but good thing still working today. Yeah, we went back to our house. It wasn't the best. It wasn't in the best conditions. Just gonna say the front yard and the backyard's completely dead. Way different from how it looked like when we first rented the house. But we had a nice cleanup, and we were able to improve the condition of the house and all of those stuff. And yeah, that was our journey. It's still very incredible to think how one moment we were just chilling near the volcano, and another moment it just erupted. We were almost there during the eruption if we didn't leave more advanced. So if you just stayed there for like 30 more minutes in the hotel, we'll be just having the best view of the Taal volcano eruption, because we were just beside it. We were just beside the volcano, which is the hotel was located. So it was quite something that I will not forget in my life. And it is a few of the most interesting stories that I remember and I've experienced in my life till today. You can still see it, and it's an year and 7 months after, and you can still see like a little signs of the volcano ashes flying around. And there's still a lot of earthquakes, like the recent ones, like the 5.5 magnitude, and there was also a 6.2, I believe. Those are quite strong, and yeah, the volcano is still active, and I don't really wish to let it happen again, because it's not a good feeling, trust me. And yeah, that is my very special experience, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did telling you guys, because it is a heck of a memory that I wanted to share with you guys for a long time. So that was my incredible journey, or my family's incredible journey of the evacuation of Taal volcano. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I would like to thank you for all of the support and massive help that you guys have been giving me for the past 5 years. It's been an incredible journey, and it's been an incredible milestone to be able to reach 328 subscribers and 200 videos. I really appreciate all your help, and all your support out there. And yeah, you guys really inspired me to make all of those contents, all of those videos, and I would really like to thank you for all of those help. And yeah, I guess that is it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.